Hello Scorpio, welcome to your March 2020 reading. Thanks for joining us. My name is Michelle.
My name's Richard.
Let's get started. Scorpio, interesting energy for you. I couldn't help but notice at the bottom of your deck as I was meditating on your energy, we got the Magician. It's beautiful because these cards of Eterna and the Healing Light speak of metamorphosis. They speak of becoming, transcending, and the journey. So what I'm getting here, Scorpio, is that there is an energy around you of using all of the tools at your disposal, both metaphysical and traditional, in order to assist you on this spiritual journey. It's kind of like you're leveling up here, Scorpio. So we'll see where that goes. Could be you, could be someone around you. Now, Richard has pulled a card from the Energy Oracle, and what do we have there?
We have anxiety. So if you look at that card, you see that woman, she's worried about something, and if you look in the distance there outside the window, you see a storm, but is the storm actually coming this way? Yeah, this card tells you that you're dealing with some sort of anxiety right now, or this person over here is, and that it's time to relax and stop worrying about it, because brooding and worrying never really solved anything.
So let's see where this goes, Scorpio. Of course, it can be vice versa. The energies can resonate the opposite way around. And if you're cross-watching Scorpio, for your Scorpio, this may resonate as them. So as I said, Magician at the bottom of your deck.
And I've got the Hierophant at the bottom of mine.
Actually, guys, I forgot to mention on the last couple of readings, but if you wouldn't mind, we're doing, as of next month, we're putting out these readings in order of the most liked videos. So if you wouldn't mind pressing that thumbs up button down below if you're enjoying these videos and you want your video to be one of the first out next month. Okay, let's get started. We'll start with the status of this relationship, how you're viewing this person or the relationship, the strengths, the weaknesses, what you should continue to do or should do, what you shouldn't do, and the likely outcome.
Okay, status of the relationship, how this person views you, Scorpio, strengths, weaknesses, what this person should keep doing, what they should stop doing, and the outcome if nothing changes.
You know, there's a very spiritual element around you, Scorpio. I'm looking at this purple here, and I'm called to mind that the color purple is associated with the crown chakra. So it's very much that transcending to the next level of your spiritual journey. The bottom here, we have the status as the Knight of Wands in the reverse. So there is halted movement here at the moment. I feel like there is a need to pause. That can be frustrating, of course. When we think of wand energy, it is fast action. It's somebody who wants something to happen quickly. It's passionate energy. It's creation. It's I want to go ahead and get something done. But in this case, you're being asked, or perhaps the other person is being asked here in order to think about things, perhaps before jumping straight into whatever you're passionate about, Scorpio.
Okay, looking over here, status of the relationship, we have the Ace of Swords. It's in the upright. So this is about a decision being made and having clarity about that decision.
Okay. Let's take a look and see how you are viewing this person or the relationship. We've got the Two of Wands. So you may see that I see the Ace of Swords there rather, and I feel like there's some kind of decision that we're talking about here, Scorpio, but I don't feel it's you that's making the decision. I feel it's the other person, and that's why they're anxious. There's that level of anxiety around them, and they're really trying to decide what is their best course of action. And this Two of Wands tells me that you see them there standing at this gateway, and you're wondering, well, what's going to happen next? Are they going to choose me to go through this doorway? Are they going to choose someone else? Are they going to just choose themselves? Perhaps this is you, Scorpio.
Right, looking over here, we have the Four of Swords as how they're viewing you, Scorpio. It could be their energy as well, and they may be healing from something, or their decision may be coloured by both their anxiety and the fact that they're healing from something as well.
Okay, let's take a look and see what we have here as the strength. Beautiful, look at that. The Ace of Cups. So there is love here, there is a sense of either new love or a renewal of love. And I feel like this is very much at a crossroads, this relationship. So it seems to me like it's someone that you know or that you have known, and that this is kind of leveling up. This is taking things to that next level. And but it seems like this other person has choices.
All right, so looking over here at the strengths, we have the Emperor in reverse here as a strength for this person. Generally speaking, I don't really see the Emperor in reverse as being a strength. It's somebody who is generally too authoritative, maybe a bit too big for their own boots. Somebody who could also be somewhat aggressive, doesn't necessarily mean physically aggressive, but possibly verbally aggressive as well.
Okay, we'll have to see where that one goes. Let's take a look and see what we've got as the weakness over here. The Four of Pentacles. Okay, so there's a feeling here of holding on. Feeling that you want to hold on to someone, Scorpio. So there may have been an instance where you've been, and Scorpio is renowned for this, and I see even the figure of death behind this card. It's the after tarot, so this is a picture of what happens after that traditional Rider-Waite picture of the man there holding on to his coins there for dear life, not wanting to let anything go because of the security, the stability it provides. But along comes this death figure, so it's like you can't avoid this change. You're desperately trying to hold on to whatever it is, this person, I feel, but here comes this Grim Reaper behind you saying, you know what, there needs to be change here, and I'm bringing the change. So even though you don't want to see this figure creeping up behind you and you're trying to hold on to what you have, it's nevertheless coming, I feel, or it could be here in the month of March.
Okay, looking over here at weaknesses, we have the Eight of Swords, tied up with that anxiety here. It's that feeling of being trapped, but one can't help but wonder if this is a trap of this person's own making, especially with this Strength card being the Emperor in reverse. I can't help but wonder if their somewhat dishonourable behaviour here is actually the strength of the relationship. I can't help but also wonder if, Scorpio, you are the choice between one of two people here for this person, and that they're already partnered.
They could be already partnered. Yeah. Let's take a look and see what we have here. What you should continue to do, we've got the Six of Swords in reverse. So it's about the journey. Continuing to work on the journey. I feel like for some reason I get an energy around this other person of perhaps not being part of the journey, or not being part of the journey just yet, because this speaks to me of you still having to work on yourself.
Well, I see signs of having to delay this, but I don't see signs yet of, Scorpio, you having to give up on this.
No, it may not be that, but I feel like there is this sense of needing to pause, needing to perhaps work on oneself before jumping into something quickly here with somebody else, because this speaks to me of not being fully released from the past, not being fully over maybe some emotional issues that you've been trying to deal with. When we talk about she who becomes, metamorphosis and journey, what I got around that, Scorpio, is that there's an energy around that of whether it's a relationship issue, or whether it's just something here where there is some kind of challenge that you've had to try to get over, perhaps an obstacle. There's an energy around this of still working on this, still trying to work things out. Looking over here at what this person should keep doing, we've got the King of Pentacles. Now, see, that's the honourable king. Right there. Yeah. That's the king you can trust. That's the king that gets stuff done. Yeah. He might not be the most emotional sort. Right. But he is the sort that has this Ace of Swords, at that clarity of thought in practical matters.
So that's what this person's being called on to do, to think practically and clearly.
Yeah, yeah. Let's take a look and see what we've got over here as what you shouldn't do. The Hanged Man. Well, this is about release, surrender, letting go. So isn't that interesting?
But there is what they shouldn't do.
What they shouldn't do. And with both of these cards here saying, I'm mainly picking it up as not being ready. I get a sense here of not being ready for this. This is kind of like a very spiritual kind of connection. A relationship that is next level relationship. There is love here. But I feel like the two of you here are not quite ripe. There still needs to be work that probably you both need to do individually on yourselves before coming together.
Now, I did have the Hierophant at the bottom of the deck on this side as well. So that still adds a bit of fuel to the fire here. I'm really, truly thinking this person here is already partnered, possibly married.
Yeah.
Now, there is love here in this relationship. Now, I'm not seeing the love on this side. I'm seeing more practical matters being thought about on this side.
Right, yes.
I'm still waiting to see if there's any Cups cards coming up over here.
Right.
But that seems to be where this person's sort of making their decision. It's more based upon practicalities
yeah.
than it is anything else, which should give you some sort of pause over there, Scorpio. You know, you can't let your feelings rule the roost here when this person here might not be making a decision based on their feelings.
Yeah.
So looking over here, what this person should stop doing. Yeah, we've got the Ten of Swords here. Yeah, unfortunately what I'm getting here, Scorpio, is that they're being called on here to not break with their current partner. The Ten of Swords is a card of betrayal. So I think they're being called on not to betray the person they're currently with.
Yeah. I think you're right. And you know, this Four of Pentacles is, out of everything here, is calling to me the most. And originally I was thinking, well, maybe this is you, but I actually feel it's more the other person's energy of them holding on to what they've built, perhaps in a marriage.
Yes, but they might be holding on to more practical things. You know, they're more concerned about losing their house, losing losing part of their finances.
Yeah, their pension fund, their retirement.
Yeah. It's
all of the things that we build up during the course of a lifetime that we work hard for, and of course we want to hold on to those.
And if this is a long-term marriage, you know, that loss could be substantial.
Yes. Let's have a look and see what the outcome is. The Nine of Swords. So there's that anxiety, Richard. You know, I can't help but think that when we think about these cards, I feel like this person here may think that they're ready, but they're not.
Well, actually, I think it's a combination, really. It's not just that. It's that this person hasn't got all their ducks in a row.
Absolutely. So there's some kind of there is energy between you, and it's very spiritual energy. But the thing is, when there's too much in the way, and I feel that that's what this is. This you'll see that again. This is the After Tarot. So this man here is sitting up in bed and he's slaying this beast that's giving him problems in the nighttime. You know, it could be dreams, nightmares, worries, anxieties, all of that. So it's about, for you, I feel, Scorpio, if this is resonating for you on this side, recognizing that something is out of your control and that you can't control the speed of someone else's spiritual journey. You might feel like you're ready, although this is saying it's not quite there yet, but the fact that you're kind of waiting for this person to come to you or be ready for you is the thing that's giving you the anxiety.
Looking over here at the outcome, we've got the Five of Cups in the reverse. So this has the energy of somebody who has the potential to leave something behind, to forget about something, to look to the future and not worry about what's going on in the past. maybe that's something that's quite attractive to you, Scorpio, because you'd like to do the same thing. But we're looking at this, and it seems to be on a knife's edge here. The clarity here might be what they're seeing in you. I think you're pretty gung-ho about this, Scorpio. This person here, not so much. They seem to have more obstacles. And one thing that I can't help but think here is that maybe all of this is just a bit too hard. Maybe there's just too much in the way, especially right now. We'll see where that goes. We've got a lot to clarify in the second part.
Yeah, two people. I feel it's a very spiritual connection again with this crown chakra energy, metamorphosis, journey. The healing energy around this is very powerful. So this kind of relationship has the potential to be very healing for you both. But the thing is, we're never really on the same journey at the same time, are we? And I feel like Scorpio, you might be more ready for this, although not quite there yet. The other person, though, still has a lot of challenges to get through to get to the place where even you're at the moment. So we'll see where that goes in part 2. Hope that you join me there. I get twin flame energy, very much that spiritual connection around this. So if this is resonating with you, please do click on that link below and we'll go into this in further depth in the extended reading. It'll be about another 30-minute reading, clarifying. We'll do some Lenormand readings as well and look at some oracles for guidance. Of course, if you prefer a personal reading, you can email me, gypsyinsights@gmail.com. Don't forget, if you'd like your video to be one of the first out next month, please be sure to press that little thumbs up button down below. Really appreciate that. If you're a new subscriber, welcome. Be sure to subscribe and also click that little bell, and that will let you know when we upload new content. So Scorpio, we'll see you in part 2. Best wishes for now, and we'll talk to you soon.
Thanks, Scorpio. Goodbye and good luck.